supreme. What's that even mean? It means it's disrespectful for you just to call me clean. It means I'm really about that action like a movie scene.
All right, welcome back, Supreme Throws listeners. The last video I was talking more of about how to. I was talking more about how to recruit for the coaches, but this time I want to reach out to the athletes and understand how to get recruited, and basically how to go about that. Because a lot of people, a lot of athletes have questions like that, especially high school kids that just want to go somewhere, and sometimes the coach might not know how to go about it, and they don't know, so they're just left confused. So if you want to know the answer that I basically think works best, then go ahead and watch this whole video and see how much it helps you. Go ahead and comment, let me know how it helps you, give me some feedback and stuff like that. So basically, like I was saying, so social media nowadays is very important. Social media. So coaches look at your social media. More than likely, I do it all the time. I look up an athlete and I know I'll see their marks. I go find them on Instagram, go find them on Facebook, go find them on Twitter. What we see is important because let me tell you, you can come into a visit and tell me anything like, I just stay at home and chill, and I'm a real, family knitted person. But then I go to your Instagram and I see you turning up. I see you turning up, and it's a whole different story. So those actions tell me everything. What you tell me tells me nothing. Your action shows everything. So this is what you want to do. So if you got an Instagram profile and it's open, such and such, you want to be accessible for the coaches to get to you too. So you want to have an open Instagram, but what you post is what's important. What I like to see as a coach is basically an athlete that's grinding. Like a lot of people that I recruited, and I think I got like 3 of my athletes on social media, but it's people that I've seen that were grinding every day, out there just throwing on their own when they weren't at practice, lifting, running. They life was track and field, and that's the thing that you want. When coaches see that, they're impressed. They know that when I get this athlete, this is what I'm going to get. You know what I mean? You're showing it. It's your showcase. It's your platform. But if you see somebody that, you might go to their social media and they might not have nothing track and field, and it makes me think like, oh, that's nothing they really passionate about. Honestly, because everything that I'm passionate about, I might show it on my Facebook or something because people know me because this is how I connect. This is the things that make me happy. So we know that by watching that, showing you grinding and stuff like that, those are things that coach notice, and coach might reach out to you or your coach just by that. Also, make sure you have, the most important thing is make sure you have taken all your tests, the ACT, SAT, and have your grades up. Grades are very important. Sometimes when it comes to getting scholarships, you may get a certain amount of athletic aid, like, so let's say I give you $2,000, but the school might have a school scholarship. If you have a 3.0 and a 23 ACT, they might can give you 5,000 more. So this is important because sometimes, especially with the smaller schools, they don't have all the money, especially with track and field in general. They don't have all the money to just give the kids. So they find ways to get money from different places. And the best way to get more money for you to pay for school is to have the grades. So those are important things that coaches look for and make sure their athletes have the grades and be able to compete. Another thing, basically, just try to stay healthy as much as possible. Try to get as strong as much as possible. It's hard to recruit an athlete when they're always hurt because more than likely, that stuff repeats itself. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Those are things that are important. And also just reaching out. You can reach out to coaches. Sometimes I know when I was trying to get recruited, sometimes coaches don't respond. Sometimes they do. If you find the right person, you'll get that response that you want. But just make sure you set your platform. Say something nice, introduce yourself, tell them about yourself, tell them your grades, your NCAA ID, your marks, current marks, your goals, stuff like that. They like to see so they can keep up with you. Maybe even a video and a video link of YouTube to just show you where you at. These are things that coaches look for. This is how you get recruited. And let me tell you, for some people, recruiter is not going to come to you. You have some athletes that every year get overlooked because the recruiting don't come to you sometimes. Sometimes you have to make the effort. If you want to get that scholarship, you got to get that scholarship. You know what I mean? You got to go get it. So, but if you don't go get it, you're going to be stuck at home or going to junior college and somewhere where you could have had a better opportunity paying for your school and starting off being a D1 thrower or a D1 football player. But it's just all about you reaching out. Don't wait for anybody else to reach out for you. Your coach, such and such, you got to be the force. If you don't understand, just find somebody. Find a coach, find a teacher, find a counselor. That just, everybody has their connections to just help you out and just use your resources. You can watch videos on YouTube on how to do it like this. Share it to where other people know, your friends will know. Just make clear videos and just keep grinding. That's pretty much it. It's just all about character, your grades, and your ability to grind. And those are important things to show if you want to get recruited. Be able to reach out and just be prepared for the time when your name is called, or when it's time to go. But thank you guys, Coach Blue, Supreme Throws. Go ahead and like and subscribe. You guys have a good